Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, my dear students. Today we're going to study the first lesson of Module 3 of our book Full Blast 6. The title is Solving Crimes. Solving Crimes. To solve mean to find an answer. To find an answer. Crime is the act of doing something illegal or against the law. Let's start with the vocabulary, page 34. We have three words. The first word is rob. It's a verb. It means to take money or things that don't belong to you from a place or person. Okay. Second word is shoplift. Shoplift means to steal something from a shop or to take something from a shop without paying. Third word is arrest. It means to take somebody away in order to question him about a crime. Now, let's answer this question. Number A, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs, then listen and check your answer. Number 1, the police caught the man who spaced the bank last week. The police caught the man who spaced the bank last week. This sentence in the past simple tense because of the word last week, and the second form of the verb catch, caught. So we will answer the police caught the man who robbed. You notice that the verb rob ends in B, so we duplicate the B before we add ed. Robbed. Number 2, the police spaced 2 people last night, but they are not the bank robbers. The police spaced 2 people last night, but they are not the bank robbers. Also, we use the past of this verb arrest, so the police arrested. Number 3, this morning a police officer arrested an old man who was spaced at the local supermarket. Here we notice that there is the verb was, verb to be in the past, so we use shoplift, but in the past continuous or past progressive, so we add ing, shoplifting. Now, number B, look at the words in the box and put them in the correct group. Then listen and check your answers. We have 10 words. We have to divide these words into 2 groups. The first group is the crime. The crime, as we said before, is the act of doing something illegal or against the law, and criminal is the person or the one who does this crime. Okay? The first word is robbery, and it means the act of taking money or things that don't belong to you from a person or place using force. The act of taking money or things that don't belong to you from a person or place using force. And it's a crime. The second word is thief. And the thief is somebody who takes things from a person or place, and it's usually without hurting anybody. Third word is shoplifter. Shoplifter is a criminal, and is a person who secretly takes goods from a shop without paying. A person who secretly takes goods from a shop without paying. Next word is burglary. Burglary is the criminal activity in which someone gets inside a building secretly and forcefully in order to steal things. Then burglar. He's a person who gets inside a building secretly and forcefully in order to steal things. Then pickpocketing is the act of stealing money, wallets, or etc. from people's pockets. The act of stealing money, wallets, or etc. from people's pockets. Then robber is a person that takes something that doesn't belong to him from a person or a place. Then pickpocket, he's a criminal. Then pickpocket, as we said, is somebody who steals money, wallets from other people's pocket. Then shoplifting is a crime. It is a crime of taking goods from a shop without paying. The last word is theft. And theft is the criminal act of stealing something from somebody or somewhere. Now let's turn to page 35 to the grammar part. Today's grammar is about subject and object questions. When you use the question words who, which, and what to ask about the subject of the verb, we form the question without auxiliary verbs. So, when we ask about subject, we don't use auxiliary verbs. We just put the question word like who, which, what, plus the verb in the affirmative form. For example, who saw the accident? Here you ask about the subject. For example, Tom saw the accident. Or what happened outside? Also, we ask about the subject. So, an accident happened. We didn't use auxiliary verb. We just used the question word followed by the verb. And when we ask about the object, we have to use an auxiliary verb. So we start with the question word like who, which, what, plus the auxiliary verb but. What do you mean with the auxiliary verb? The auxiliary verb means helping verb or فعل مساعد. When we use the present simple, the auxiliary verb is do or does. But when you ask in the past simple, the auxiliary verb is did. For example, who did you see at the restaurant? Who did you see at the restaurant? We used the auxiliary verb did because we ask about the object in the past. I saw Tom and James. What are you eating? Here the auxiliary verb is are because we ask in the present progressive or in the present continuous. I'm eating Chinese food. Now let's answer the questions. Page 35. Write questions. The words involved are the answers. Number 1. What space? James bought the poster from the shop. Here we ask about the object. So we will use an auxiliary verb. What did James buy from the shop? Number 2, who space. We ask about the subject. So my uncle and aunt sent this postcard. We'll say who sent you this postcard. Number 3, which space. I took the red pen. We ask about the object, so we'll use an auxiliary verb. So the answer is, or the question is, which pen did you take? We used did as an auxiliary verb because we ask in the past simple. Number 4, who space. The police caught a dangerous criminal last night. Here we ask about an object also, so we have to use an auxiliary verb. So the answer is, or the question is, who did the police catch last night? Number 5, who space. Danny called his brother an hour. The answer is, who did Danny call an hour ago? Number 6, which space. The green car is Abdullah's. Which car is Abdullah's? Number 7, which space. I bought the history book. We ask about an object, so we will say, which book did you buy? And the last one is, who space. Andy just called. Here we ask about subject, so we'll say, who just called. Okay, my dear students, that's all what we have today. I hope you understood this lesson. See you next time, inshallah. Goodbye.